Today I'm going to look at my Night Timber X with floats, and my Night Timber X have been through some rough patches because I've pushed this one, I pushed myself, I crashed it, the wing is repaired, the fuse is repaired. These floats does actually come from my turbo timber, so they are also crashed and repaired. But I think it's a really fun plane and really aerobatic RC airplane to fly. So I mean it's growing on me. I didn't like the Timber X when I first flew it because I thought it was too chunky and not floaty enough. But once I switched to 4S batteries and on this Night Timber X, it's super fun to do all the aerobatics, and so really nice to have a plane that doesn't limit how I fly them. So I mean this is kind of a mashup between the turbo timber and the Night Timber X, because I have it's the wing and the fuse from the Night Timber X, and I actually have the 800 kV motor and the 3-bladed prop from the turbo timber and the floats on this one. So I have put together some parts to keep on flying, because I'm at my summer house right now and I don't have enough spare parts to actually get both these planes together. But the timber system from Horizon Hobby, as they have, it's a really interesting and nice one, because as you can see, this is the Night Timber wing, 1.2 meter wingspan, and behind me I have the turbo timber wing, which is 1.5, and they are interchangeable, so you can actually just put the turbo timber wing on this one or put the Night Timber X wing on the fuse for the turbo timber. So it's a really nice way to like have two planes in one. If you have this plane and you put the turbo timber wing, so you can have the super aerobatic with this wing, and you can have a gentle floaty RC airplane with the 1.5 meter wing also. And although I don't have the motor for the Night Timber X, which is the 900 kV motor, because some of the threads inside just got burned, I guess I pushed it too hard. This 800 kV and the 3-bladed prop works just super fantastic and doesn't limit me in how I can do aerobatics. So my hope is actually to, if Horizon Hobby would make a plane called something like the Night Turbo Timber X with a top feeder, so you have the hatch on the top to change the battery and all the features from the Evolution Turbo Timber. And then all the features from the Night Timber with the nice LED lights inside the wing and the fuse. But I will show just a flight in this repaired and mashup of an RC plane, because I think it's a lot of fun just to do almost anything with it. Let's get this one flying. So when you step on the throttle, it just takes off. It's so powerful and agile, the Timber X. And with floats, it doesn't seem to have any negative impact on how you can perform with this plane. There is some tricky wind due to the high trees near the lake. But as long as I keep up speed, everything is good. and this plane would just roll forever. It's one of the best planes I've flown that actually goes this fast and straight. And with any RC airplane, I think floats makes them look more scale. Although I suppose I would never see a real plane doing all the aerobatics this one can do. I think floats adds more to the realism and the illusion of flying in a real long plane. Especially when you go docile around the sky. I wouldn't consider the Timber X to the Night Timber X, the shorter wings, anything near a beginner RC airplane, because I think it's really agile, and if you're not careful about the commands, it can actually have you get the plane out of control. But it's a lot of fun when you learn to fly and how to handle an RC airplane. It's just a fun RC airplane. This Timber X and this Mashup I did, it's more or less just to fly the original Night Timber X. So it's the wing and the large control surfaces from the ailerons and the flaps that is actually the real difference between the Turbo Timber and the Night Timber X. So the wind is tricky.
Time remaining 1 minute.
And it's actually turning, so you just have to find the right direction to get this plane down. So you can see it does rock, and so I think all the timber planes from Horizon, they are a bit waggy, so they like to rock their wings. So they're not super steady as some other RC airplanes. But let's get it down then. It is waggy, but yeah, it was a nice touchdown. So I mean, it works great just to swap the wing. Of course, you have to be careful because some of the servos are reversed, so you have to set up a new model and bind it. But after that, it's just happy flying with this mashup of an RC airplane.